Hello, everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of episode 42 of the Synthwave Hangout. A lot of twos in there. For anybody wondering why we're broadcasting on Thursday, during the Tuesday show, about halfway through the show, during a block, I got a call from a family member that they were having, that there was a medical emergency and I had to leave and meet them at the hospital, and so we had to cut the show off kind of midway through, so we still had half a playlist left, and we wanted to make sure we got it out there to promote the artists, and we're playing a few people off the label as well, so I just wanted to make sure we could get the second half in. So as always, I'm Dave, aka Memory Design,
and I am Woren from Windows,
and we have to give huge Woren from Windows. I was just on the roll. It just hits me. But huge props to Light Source, who came in first, and Alex Lightspeed. Perhaps maybe the only two that will be on the show today. So
yeah, that's fine. Either way, we would enjoy talking to each other. And
it's a good group. It's a real friendship group so far. And these friendship shows where it's just you and me are some of my favorite. Right.
Yeah.
So I want to thank everybody who will be listening later, which hopefully there will be somebody. And who says that changing the date of your show, that, you know, your normal date is a bad thing? I mean, who would ever dream of doing such a thing?
Right. I think the other thing that was not funny about last on Tuesday, but was like, hey, we're moving into Saturday, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, gotta go, and you know what I mean? It's like, I think that was one of those things where it's like we drop a bomb and then we just bounce, you know what I mean? Kind of thing. It was kind of funny.
Oh, Miami Dan just came in the chat. What's up, Dan? You might have just missed it. I was just saying we're doing a part 2 today because I had to cut the show off halfway through on Tuesday. So this is the second half of the show. But so I make these playlists, you know, that have the new stuff that came out on RetroSynth, some old stuff that I want to promote, and it's very important to me. And that's why, you know, with the new job I have and the future need to change the show to a new day, I didn't want to stop doing it because I think it's good that every medium possible to get new music out is I think super important. And you know,
and I threatened you. I told him, I said, I know where you live.
Right.
And
no, but for real,
I'll be there.
A lot of this experience in the Synthwave community has kind of influenced how I behave. When I first came into this community, with, you know, company man, I didn't know anybody, and I was like, is anyone going to care about this? Everybody was so kind to me. I met some really awesome people I'm still friends with today. People put me on their shows without, you know, needing anything from me. They would hit me up and talk to me. They would help me with stuff. And I know how it feels to like have a song promoted on a show. And I also have been on shows where I've heard a song and then become a huge fan of that artist. Just a random one-off show or one of those, you know, like back to 1988, streams people post that get like a bazillion views.
Yeah, it's always, I think it's really good and important to, try to get as much music out as possible. Because there's a lot of talented people out there.
Don't forget, I found you on a live show. And now look at us. Yeah. And now look at us.
Yeah.
Now we're doing this. I mean, so one random song somebody hears on a show, it could make a fan for life. So I didn't want to let the Laresa's playlist just go for this week, because next week we're going to have all new songs coming in and everything. So anyways.
It was just so wild. You know what I mean? It was every time. I know we've talked about this 100 times probably, but like, it's just, it's every opportunity, it's kind of one of those things. What did Babe Ruth say? It was like, you miss 100% of the, I don't know if it was him. No, it wasn't him. It was somebody who was like, you miss 100% of the pitches you don't swing at or something.
Right. It's become like you miss every shot you don't take, or 100% of the shots you don't take, that kind of a thing.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, I don't, it's funny because, specifically because we're older, you know what I mean? So it's like when you make friends with somebody, right? Yeah, we're very old. So to make friends with somebody when you're older is not like a simple thing. You know?
For sure.
So it's really nice when that kind of stuff happens.
And when you talk to when I first talked to you, I was like, oh boy, I got to make sure I block this guy. Right, and then I was afraid of you.
I come in hot everywhere I go.
I was afraid of you for years, right? No, you don't.
But you know what I mean? Like I'm very upfront right off the bat. Like I'm not one of those people that like I'm not shy, I should say.
Right. Just welcome to Jesse Mock and Mimo and Dirtbomb Franz, and there's somebody else, Gunmetal USA, I think, just popped in as well.
That was my cousin's nickname, Mimo.
Oh, Gunmetal Guy USA. Welcome.
Yeah, and then Gunmetal Guy, yeah.
Where you're saying your cousin's here? Mimo is your cousin?
USA. No, I have a cousin. His nickname is Mimo.
Oh yeah. Is there a funny story behind that?
No, I think it's just I forget terrible. Exactly what it means in Italian. I got to be honest, I forget.
Oh no! Don't let any of your family hear this.
Well, they won't. It's fine.
You got to get out. You got to get out and do some stereotypical stuff to make up for it.
Right, exactly. I'll go outside and I'll in my best tank top and boxers with my slip-ons, and then start spraying the driveway.
Right. Being Italian, I'm glad you said that. I can't say that.
Yeah, start spraying the driveway, smoking a cigarette, staring everybody down.
Right. Oh my God. So let's see. Oh my God, it's almost 10:30. No, it's not even almost 10:30. It's 10:20. Let's see. We talked a little bit about the Windows stuff. I've got no new updates. I really got to get my butt in gear, especially with this change in schedule I've got going up. I've got a bunch of stuff that's like 80% done, and I can't talk. There's nothing to show for it, right? Nothing worth showing. That old meme where it's like, it's all the same after that. So, but
yeah, right. I love that meme.
But I know you got more stuff cooking even since Tuesday, right? Is there anything you want to announce since that you didn't talk about on Tuesday, or is it all the same stuff?
It's pretty much, okay, so next Friday, I'm trying to work on a promo, but next Friday I'm releasing the first single for the album. It's a collaboration with me and Sleepless Nights, and there will be a video that I'm putting on my YouTube, and this is all for Windows, by the way, and I have some collaborations in the future, but I'm not ready to announce them yet. Let's just say that, like, there's some really cool and big collaborations with going on, and then also that there will be on the album there will be 2 tracks that Sleepless Nights will be collaborating.
That's awesome.
So
hey,
yeah,
I've got
really cool. It's an honor.
I've got a name. I've got a thing I'm going to bring up here live on air, so you're going to have to do it after you get some more attention and some more streams, and people know Windows better than Woren. You need to do a Windows and Woren collab. And see if anyone picks it up. And so what you got to do is open up your old Woren projects, right? And whatever you used, whatever instruments you used on like Heroes Justice or something, that's all you're allowed to use. The same instrument setting, right?
Same instrumentation, but the way I would write a Windows song.
No. Do the Windows song and then overlay it with that harsher, less like dreamy Woren stuff. And try to make
you're gonna go more like
mashup.
harder synthwave on top of it.
Yes.
Okay.
This is a great idea. This is a great idea.
Woren Windows collab.
Right. And if nothing else, I will enjoy it. So that can be a personal gift for me for my birthday.
The Woren dose.
Right, and watch, it's your most successful track of all times. Yes. See, we're cooking good ideas.
Now I got to
here.
do both of these all the time now.
Right,
Wonderful.
right. Oh man.
It's like I'm doing the thing where I like hop off camera and then I put on something real quick and I'm like, look, I'm Woren now.
Right. Yeah, you got to start working on your voice, or it's an obvious AI overdub. Right? Like, hey, hey, Woren, welcome. Doing great.
I just hit play and then I'm just like talking, like lip syncing to it.
right. You got to use the old Macintosh, Microsoft Sam voice, I think it was called.
Oh, yeah.
Or the old
Yeah.
Macintalk voice from the
Colon
80s.
Yeah.
I am doing
That was my favorite
well.
thing to type in was :P every time.
Right.
I don't know why it always made me laugh, but it just always did.
Oh, yeah. There's all sorts of stuff as kids we typed in on the school computers that we shouldn't have. That was amazing.
Yeah, for sure. Yes.
So, anyways.
I was the one that typed in really long ones where it was like,
right. Just trying to make that one friend laugh, when the teacher wasn't walking by.
Like across the room, the teacher's glaring at me and
Right.
I'm sitting there like, eh?
You're like, eh? See what I got it to say by the dashes and extra H's? And you're like, But let's move on to the next track, unless you have more Microsoft Sam memories you want to go over.
None that are appropriate. None that are appropriate for this show.
All right, let's move on to the next one. This is newest from Perfect Female Type, called Frosty. And and we're back. The only thing wrong with that Phaserland song is it's not like 3 times longer. I wish that song kept going. That's like one of those back in the day things where they would just kind of loop a song back into itself, you know, for like the extended mix on like a single, on like a 12-inch single, something like that.
Yeah. I always joke around every time I hear one of the tracks on that album that like if I wouldn't mind calling my internet service provider or like any place if that was the song that was playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, can you imagine if that was the hold music and you're just like, okay, I'm fine.
Like, can you put me back on hold?
Yeah, can you put me back on hold? Or you just ask a really complicated question. You know, like I log into my account and you know it just says unplug the electricity to your home, and so I did.
Yeah.
And they're like, hold on one second.
They asked me, did you turn off the power to your house?
Right.
And then turn it back on.
Right. So I did. And, I don't know, but you better put me back on hold and find out. Just ask to talk to managers constantly, whatever you can do. Who else popped in? Nick Rickson, I know is here. Welcome. And Heartbeat Hero, I saw. Did we miss anybody else who popped in? Sorry if we did.
Dirk Von Fried.
Oh, I thought I already announced him. Oh, thanks for catching that.
I don't think so. Nope.
So for anyone who's just coming in, this is the part 2 because we had to cut off after an hour on Tuesday.
Right.
So it's just kind of we're doing the second hour now. So we've got, I don't know, maybe half an hour, maybe a little bit over that left in the show. So it's kind of a shorter one today, but I'm glad you made the time, Dom. I appreciate you doing that again.
Nope, dude, whatever. I mean, I love doing this. I'm like, I think we should do little pop-up shows here and there all the time, actually.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Just get like a small group like we have today. I hit,
like, hey, what are you doing? Like, nothing. You want to do a show? Sure.
I hit him up last night. I'm like, what do you think about doing this show tomorrow morning? And you were like, oh, maybe. And I'm like, I need to know right now because it's like bedtime.
Right.
You're like, I got you. I'm doing it.
I got you.
So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yes. Speaking of, did we already talk about the? Oh no, you don't have anything going on with Phaserland officially. Yeah, or did we talk about that? Is anything happening?
I mean,
not officially, right?
I have a lot of things. I have a lot of irons in the fire right now. But like other than that,
maybe that's just my fantasy talking that I want that to occur.
Well, I mean,
so we'll see.
You know about all the things that I'm working on, but I never tell you like when it's happening. Half the time, but.
Right. So hopefully that is a thing that we can see coming at some point. And are you doing anything for Halloween at all? A spooky chillwave track? Make that happen.
You know what? I tried doing one last year and I just it wouldn't happen. I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like I ended up doing that Christmas one, remember?
Yeah.
But
it would be wild if you did a chillwave track, but it was all like organs. And like, you know, like crunchy low synths and like, you know what I mean?
Like a dark wave vaporwave track.
Yeah. I mean, just something that is not normally done, kind of like a fusion of two things. That would be interesting.
Okay. Yeah. Take like a pipe organ or whatever and then throw a little bit of resonance on it so it gets that whoomp noise. And
yeah. But put a distortion on that whoomp noise.
Yeah. I'm on it.
Just go nuts. That would be fascinating.
Yeah, don't mention the remix with Phaserland. I'm not.
No, we will definitely not mention the remix with Phaserland.
I have. That's something I'm actually proud of. My problem is that I'm trying to do a Woren one as well, and that is not going as well as I thought.
Yeah, that's a horrible idea. Terrible idea.
It's not. I'm very upset with myself about that.
Good. Well, I will keep prodding you on that then, and making it a problem.
It'll happen. I just, you know, it is. It's one of those things where it's just like you can't think of it when you need to, and then out of nowhere you'll just be like, oh, okay.
Right. Well, you sit down and you try to write something, and it just isn't coming, and then sometimes it's just like you do a little melody, and you're like, there it is, and it all kind of falls into place at that point.
Yeah, it's mostly just a lot of fiddling.
Alex Lacer says, keep going.
I'm trying.
Don't talk about it, okay? He's made this very clear.
Don't say a word about this cool remix that you're working on.
Right. Oh, now he's asking live updates. Alex is asking me what my status on the remix is, and it's coming along. Okay. It's coming along. Okay. I've definitely created the project file, and I've imported stems, so it's almost done. I would say at that point.
Yeah, it'll be bad. It's no big.
Right. So, oh, Nick is saying, when's your collab with Gemini 88 coming out? This is just a question and answer live show.
That is a good question. That is something that's in the works as well. I still have to go and make some tweaks and stuff like that. So,
right. Oh man, Nick is always saying really funny stuff. Sorry, I'm just worried.
Call us all out. It's totally fine. Not awkward at all. You know what? In fact, let's cue the music. No, I'm just
kidding. Right. So anyways, moving on right now. But yeah, it's
surprising. Nobody's saying anything in the chat. Just totally ignoring.
Right. Exactly. We do have to keep an eye on the time, though. It's already 10:40. Well, man, we just keep chatting it up.
We'll come back and we'll do our...
Yeah, well, when we come back, that's our last thing before we're off. We're only on an hour today.
That's true.
But the second block we have is the second friends block. And starting off with Nick, and he's in the chat. So it's perfect timing. So, so we'll do that, and we'll come right back. Here is Nick Rickson's newest one, which you may have heard previously when he was on, but it is one of my favorites called Both Ways.
I never met you, ambiguity. Always you just how I felt, and now I know I'm feeling both ways. Was it a premonition? That dream, and does it matter what I
And we're back, and it feels weird to say this, but this is like the end of the show already because we're only doing an hour here. Feels like we just started.
Yeah, it's strange.
It's very strange. Yeah. I assume during the blocks you're running around doing all the normal stuff you would do today, right? And then I'm like, well, we're back, and you're like tripping over stuff.
No. I try to time it out, but like I'll I'm like trying to get laundry done and other things.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate you coming on, and I know this is out of sorts for your schedule. So thank you for coming on and doing this follow-up.
I love doing this.
So any advice for anybody? Any words of wisdom you'd like to share, or anything you've got coming up?
No, I'm just kidding. No.
Yeah, remember, everyone will screw you over in life, and then we just shut off the show.
Don't trust anybody.
Right.
Life is a joke. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
No, just, the normal stuff, be nice to each other, try to enjoy your day, try to be kind when you can.
Yeah.
And, just do your best. That's all you can do. And then, if you're making music or art or anything, remember that, it's okay to do it your way.
Yeah.
And, there's no one way. There's a million ways to get to the same point, and just keep trying. That's all you can do.
Derp was saying he doesn't like short shows. You like stuff that's more than an hour. Me too. I love when shows are like 2 or 3 hours long, especially if you're working and you're doing something else. And it feels weird now. We got 3 songs still, and we'll be hanging out in the chat, so don't worry about that. But it's not over immediately when we stop talking. But yeah, next week we'll be back. Normal show. Hopefully. Normal 2-hour thing, so.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah, it should be fine. I'm not planning any emergencies at this point. But I'm glad that we were able to come back and do this, and I know I've said this 1,000 times already during this show, but this week, Tuesday and Thursday, have been my favorite days. Well, Tuesday until about halfway through the show, but today so far, this has been the highlight of my day, and it probably will remain that way. So I love doing this with you, and I love everyone in the audience as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, and Dan says he'll have Chris Payne on his Casual Fridays with Dan show. That's excellent. So for anybody who's listening to this later, make sure to follow up on that one on the Retro Synth Live section on the YouTube page to check that out as well.
Chris is a talented dude.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. Let's see. Derp said, "What's the background tune at the moment?" Have you ever heard this song before?
I have to hit the button. Hold on.
Dom is trying to figure out what the song is.
I can hear it now.
Have you ever heard this track before, Dom?
Yes. So that is that's one of my tracks, actually. It's Never Forget This Moment. And that's actually a special track because what's funny about that is it started as me just making like a cinematic thing for like, I was just imagining like all like the really like, like you with your wife or any significant other or, special people, you have like these moments. And I always kind of imagine them kind of like this like video montage type thing.
Yeah.
And like, it's all the moments, like all these little smiles and like looks and gazes and special things that you've done. And I wanted to put that in like track form. And then, so I was making like a cinematic thing and I thought this would be really cool over a movie. And then I revisited it later and then actually turned it into like a track. So it's a Woren track. It's called Never Forget This Moment.
Yeah, I just posted it in the chat. Yeah, you don't realize that both of our background talking tracks are both your songs, by the way, because you never hear it.
That's so funny. Yeah, I never hear it. Yeah, I never hear it, but that's funny that you do that.
42 shows in, you've never known that I'm playing Woren in the background of all of our talking.
What is the other track that you usually play?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember any of your tracks. I never listened to your stuff.
That's fine, yeah.
No,
what's your favorite one? Say it not. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm pretty sure it's Glow, by the way. Is the other
Glow.
one.
Yep.
What's so funny about this is it's become so part of like the background for me. I'm not even focused on what the song is. You know what I'm saying? I'm focused on talking and I hear it, so it took me a second, but I'm like pretty sure it's Glow.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I was gonna say, but the funny thing about Never Forget This Moment is that was like one of those tracks that I went from in like 2 months had like 5K views, and then it just that's where it's at. And that's
then it just
kind of
died.
where it's at, but like it like a lot of people really like that track. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I listened to it 4,900 times, so You at least
That
got
makes sense,
100.
actually.
You at least got 100.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
at least 100 people listen to it.
Right, right. Oh, man. All right, guys. Well, it's almost 11 here for me, and we got 3 songs left. So I appreciate everybody that came here for our part 2 unannounced pop-in. So thank you very much. We'll be back next week, Tuesday, with a special guest, and it'll be a normal 2-hour occurrence. So
For sure.
Dom, thanks again, and we will see everybody next Tuesday. Have a great rest of your week.
All right, later.
seem to find the right kind of vibe. Lost in a vector, take a step better. Where is the truth and the lie? Defrag the mess, anchor the bless. Save your life, lay out the rest. Start a new game, just one more play. Not gonna know until you crest.